So you basically said this is going to be like, well, it's almost like, you probably don't see it like this, the two different classes of people. If you're vaccinated or if you're unvaccinated, you have all these rights. If you are vaccinated...
That is what it is, so yep. Yep.
Jacinda Ardern has confirmed that she will not be seeking re-election, so let's have a look at how she became the Prime Minister and who controls her. Some may believe that she came to power following a genuine grassroots movement which gained the trust of the people and supported a hard-working woman through her political journey. The truth is a little different. Jacinda and the public had been primed for her taking the role of the PM for many years. At 25 years of age, she landed a plum gig as an assistant director within Tony Blair's cabinet office. At a young age, she was given a high rank within the Labour Party's list, meaning that despite not winning election directly, she was still allowed to enter Parliament as an MP. She was placed onto TV shows aimed at kids and young adults, making sure that she came across as cool as possible.
Jacinda Ardern is the rising star of the Labour Party. Starting out as one of the youngest sitting MPs in parliamentary history, she has swiftly risen through the ranks. Surprisingly, she's also pretty handy behind a turntable, even DJing at Langway Festival last year. And here she is now, Jacinda Ardern. Great to see you.
Of course.
Hugs all round. Great to see you. One day, possibly, you could be our Prime Minister.
I'm hoping not to be in that job.
I've now followed you on Instagram.
It's been really cool to meet you.
I've had so much fun. Thank you so much.
Like, you're really nice.
Eve.
Mama, do you have a break?
Yeah. I'm probably going to try and go to a few music festivals, take my caravan with me.
Yeah.
So, yep, I've got a Facebook page and I'm on Instagram and, yeah.
During these interviews, there was a little foreshadowing of things to come.
We basically make the rules.
Fluff pieces were written about her so that each segment of society could find something in common with her. You like to renovate caravans? Well, our Jacinda does that as well. The average low information voter was further duped by her having a likeable and attractive TV personality partner. He's the type of guy who wears a scarf indoors. I'll admit that she does come across as genuine and likeable in these clips, which of course is the plan in gaining your trust. And this is exactly why Old Man Klaus got his claws in, recruiting her for his World Economic Forum, and we know he exerts control over governments by penetrating the cabinets.
So that we penetrate the cabinets.
Kiwis, do you realise who actually controls your country? Her career progression was planned by those who own her, a team working behind the scenes with her only having limited knowledge and believing herself that it was all her own doing. After becoming PM, the PR machine continued to win the adoration of the masses through promoting an image of a person who is just like you and me, and someone who cares about good things, like flowers and puppies, and wants to put an end to bad things, like racists and killing. She appeals to everyone. She even likes Metallica.
Who would have thought our Prime Minister's a massive Metallica fan?
Makes appearances with alleged funny man Stephen Colbert.
I'm also a huge admirer of New Zealand Prime Minister, and I'm going to say personal friend, Jacinda Ardern.
Even drives him around in a car. I drive a car, and sometimes I pick up friends at the airport. Prepares for re-election at her parents' place and did a live stream from the car. Wow, so relatable. I have parents too.
And stay with Mum and Dad because they're helping Clark and I with leave over the next couple of days. It's just the realities of the road. So, thanks for joining us briefly in the van.
See that greater certainty for business. You're meant to be in bed, darling. It's bedtime, darling. Pop back to bed. I'll come and see you in a second. I'll come and see you in a minute, okay? Sorry, everybody.
Oh, our kid interrupted our live stream. Such a strong woman to juggle motherhood with being PM. I do believe that was probably spontaneous, but as soon as it happened, she knew her audience would gush over it. Oh, my kid once interrupted me on a work call. I'm just like Jacinda. Some cringy online back and forth with Ed Sheeran.
Hook me up, Prime Minister, please.
Hello, Ed. My name is Jacinda Ardern. I'm the Prime Minister of New Zealand.
Oh, she waves a rainbow flag. That means she's good. They've co-opted pride parades for their own political purposes, you fools. Another live stream from the phone just to say she's checking in with you. And oh, look at me in my casual attire.
Just check in with everyone, really. Excuse the casual attire. It can be a messy business putting toddlers to bed.
All the facial expressions, the hand touching her chest, the tilty head, are learnt gestures of performative caring. You'll find senior people in government departments and universities all do this. In my opinion, it's a deflection from the bullshit they're spouting. People who graduate from MBA courses often do this crap too. And of course, playing dress up like Justin Trudeau and hugging people. Or look, she did a sad face when a bad thing happened and she cuddled people. That means she cares more than others. The media loved that. It's a cult of personality. These tactics were used long before the social media age. Some surprising voices are coming out to support her. Maybe she has always acted purely out of good intentions, but this doesn't stop her being a servant of those with bad intentions. And the modern desire to be perceived as a do-gooder, especially in women, is often expressed by those who are capable of great evil, leading them to be acting out a perpetual routine of performative caring. This was expressed by Jacinda herself, wanting to be remembered as someone who always tried to be kind. This is the diseased mindset that has invaded much of the population. An addiction to the words kindness, altruism, empathy, without having to back the words up with anything other than a superficial hug or a word on a dating profile. My take is that she probably does believe that she's acting virtuously and making decisions that are in the best interests of her citizens. There are times when I see her being genuine, but she knows that there is great political gain in those moments too. However, overarching all of this is my belief that she is unknowingly guided by her masters. It's these headstrong ideologues like Jacinda who are most dangerous. Their hubris makes them blind to any valid criticism and makes them susceptible to being controlled by those who wish to use them for their own surreptitious reasons. The controlled ideologue is capable of making the cruelest of statements through a warm, loving smile.
Now, if someone refuses in our facilities to be tested, they have to keep staying. So they won't be able to leave after 14 days. They have to stay on for another 14 days. So it's a pretty good incentive. You either get your tests done and make sure you're cleared, or we will keep you in a facility longer. So I think most people will look at that and say, I'll take the test.
Dismiss anything else. We will continue to be your single source of truth.
So you basically said this is going to be like, well, it's almost like, you probably don't see it like this, the two different classes of people. If you're vaccinated or if you're unvaccinated, you have all these rights. If you are vaccinated...
That is what it is, so yep.